you know, this does make perfect sense because when you put a division problem into a calculator, it never says remainder such and such, does it? It always gives it to you as a decimal. So let's get started. What will I skip count by here? 2. I think you can stop at 10, but I'm not positive. Okay, so do I need to do any chunking here? Do I need to put a box around anything? Yeah, what should I put a box around? The 0 and the 5. Okay, that's gonna skip a step of writing minus 0 and then 0 again. Okay, so what do you think I'm going to need here? Yeah. All right, which number over to the sides 80 is closest to 5 without going over? 4. Okay. Where do I write my 2? And where do I write the 4? Bottom of the 5. Good. So it's like we're just ignoring the 0. Okay? We have a remainder of 1. So help me out here. Diego. I put a 0 on the end. Derek said, Mrs. Lewis, it's just like we made an invisible 0 appear. So you can think of it like that, can't you? Okay, which number over to the side? Boys and girls, just tell me. 10. Isaac is gone, right? How about this person? Lauren, are you here? Which number do I write on top? The 5. So my answer to this problem is what? 0.25. So 25 hundredths. Now, let's look at the problem. It's kind of interesting. This means 1/2, doesn't it? So this means 1/2, you don't have to write this, divided by 2. Does anyone know what fraction this would be, 25 hundredths?
25 hundredths.
25 over 100, but we would have to simplify it. So let me give you a hint. I'll use a tape diagram. Is this 1/2? And this is 1/2? What if I divided in half again? No, it's not. Because I would have to divide both of them in half. So what would it be? 1/4. So 25 hundredths is the same thing as 1/4. Just a little FYI for you. Okay, let's go down and do the next one. 25%. Yep. 4 quarters in a dollar. Guess what they're doing in 6th grade math right now? They're doing percentages with decimal place value to the hundredths. Think you can handle that?
Yeah.
Probably so. Okay, what will I skip count by here?
4.
All right, go ahead and do that. I think you can stop at 20, but I'm not positive. I might have to go further. I can't remember. Okay, on this one, yeah, you're skip counting down. On this one, do I need to put a box around anything? I don't need to, but I can if it helps me. I'm just looking at the 5 to start with. Okay, so which number over to the side? Cooper is not here. How about Ruby? Are you here? Ruby, which number over to the side? 4. So which one of those goes on top, the 4 or the 1? The 1 goes above the 5, doesn't it? Can I bring down my 7? Yes. Jacob, which number over to the side is closest to 17 without going over?
16.
What do I write on top?
4.
Okay, so Zadie, how do I get rid of this remainder?
Put a 0 by the 7.
Good. Drop it down. And do we have a match for 10 over there?
No.
Oh, no. So I'm going to have to pick what? 8. Now we have a match. Okay, so Lolly, what do I need to do now? Do I need to add another 0? Okay. And do we have a match for 20?
Yes.
Okay, where do I write the 5?
Above the 0.
Good. So this answer is 1 and what?
1
and?
425,000.
Okay, let's go ahead and turn it over. Did you notice we're not doing these? Forgot to cross it off. Yeah. Okay. We're not checking it. No, we're not checking it today. So these 6 problems you'll do with your partner. Okay? And then also at the bottom if you have time. So I want to look at them. When I write the problem, you might want to scoot it over here to give yourself room to skip count. Okay? So maybe I'm going to stop at 10. I'm going to stop at a 0. And then if I need to go further, I will. Does that make sense? So take a look at, there are some on here that are different. So find the 2 that are different. Quit tapping. Which 2 are different?
Oh, that one is a full whole number.
Okay, which one?
C.
C is a whole number. Okay, so if I do this, 9 divided by 6, I know it's not going to come out even. So what should I probably put on there? Yeah, yeah, okay. I like your hair. And then there's another one like that. Do you see it? F. Good. So on this one, I'm sure it's not going to come out even. So I'm going to go ahead and add my decimal. Okay, now, here's a mistake I saw, and I want you to tell me what's wrong with it. This is what they did. They did, it's backwards. So let's talk real quick about which number do I write first in the doghouse.
The largest.
Not always the largest.
Dividing one.
No, the first one. The first one. Okay? The first number is your dividend and it goes in the doghouse. All right? When you're skip counting, it makes perfect sense to stop at a 0 and then keep going later on if you need it. Okay? Are there any questions? You're going to work with your partner and then we'll come back and talk about the exit ticket in a minute. Okay, on the exit ticket, I'm fine with you crossing off your place value chart. You will probably have to know how to do it on Zerno, okay? And over here, what will we count by?
4.
Good. On the second one, down here that you have to write, 9.8 divided by 5, you will have to skip count all the way to 45 on that one. Did you hear what I said?
Yep.
Okay, you have to skip count all the way to 45 on this one. Remember, the kids who forgot their skip counting, or forgot their circles, or just did part of it, missed some questions. Okay? Where will I put the box on this first one?
Around the 0 and 9.
Good. Well, I guess Cooper's back. And where will I put the box on this one? You don't have to, but if that helps you, just know you're going to work with the 9 to start with. Okay? And how far did I say you had to skip count here?
45.
Okay. So when you're finished, put it on the counter